Well, COVID brought a lot of challenges, I think, to Western Pennsylvania. Everyone has had their own crises in one way or another. Resources, jobs, job stability. Personally, we experienced a couple, tragic things. I miscarried during this COVID crisis. Bridget was in the hospital with a blood infection for almost 3 weeks, and then also on top of, everyone else kind of crumbling. So it was a trying time, but it 100% brought our family closer and I think prioritized what's important to us. My parents got divorced when I was at a very young age, and unfortunately we had several members of my family with mental illness, and so there were many times where there weren't resources or there wasn't help or there wasn't, an idea that everything would be okay and kind of figure itself out. But it has taught me the importance of, getting help and the importance of good resources, the importance of faith. I think that has always grounded me through all of it. And so I think something that the government has done well is, I think, making sure that local areas have resources. Like when kids are not getting lunches that they normally would get at school, they're finding and working with the private sector and elevating these nonprofits and making sure that these opportunities are available to fill that gap. I feel outside of COVID, a real calling to just give back to my community. Since we've moved back from DC, we have been involved in every aspect. It's not a burden. This is how we can impact and help our community. It's not, an extra chore or task. This is something that we want to do and spend our time doing because this is something we're really passionate about. I think one of the best parts of any sort of elected official job is getting to talk to the constituents. I started out as an unpaid intern on the Hill, and I worked my way up and had every single position. I was there all hours of the day and night. Every constituent who called, we discussed what their issues were and tried to figure it out locally, or if it was help with, a federal agency or something like that. Every single call that was a constituent did not go unanswered. Because most of the time, if people are contacting their government, whether that's local or federal or their congressman, they're frustrated. They are looking for answers, they're looking for help, and they would much rather find that answer quickly instead of the 6th or 7th phone calls. And I think something that we can show through government and through kind of local resources is to make sure that, we are listening to what people need help with and how we can be that helpful arm to them. I think that there are a lot of opportunities to represent this area and these different communities because every municipality in District 3 is different and they all have different needs. And I think that has been something that's been lacking for this district on the county level, and just really make sure that these constituents are getting what they need from the government, from the county, but also to help lift them up and help them be good pillars of our community. That is a pillar that will always be grounded in every single thing I do, is that I am working for the people that I'm representing. And that's why I'm running for county council.